Yes, I know, inventory management is a bit of a headache. And that's why in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 strategies that we have been implementing in our own business that have helped us not only navigate through all of the changes, from stock limits to shipping delays and everything in between, but have also helped us save time, money, and stress when dealing with our day-to-day inventory management. My name is Ali Hobart, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. Do not forget to leave a thumbs up if you do like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss any of our future videos. And without further ado, let's get to it. So moving to strategy number 1, which is to partner with 3PLs. And I know this is nothing new, and as a matter of fact, I made a video all about 3PLs and suggesting you to partner with 3PLs when Amazon first started really enforcing stock limits, and I still stand by that video, even though as of December of 2021, Amazon has updated, the threshold for your IPI, your inventory performance index. They have lowered that threshold. That means most of us actually have seen increased stock limits. However, we still find it beneficial to partner with 3PLs for several reasons, including stock limits, because you never know if Amazon's going to introduce that again, maybe at a moment that you need it the most, like Q4 or during certain holiday or certain season or Prime. You never know. We're kind of at the mercy of Amazon, so it's always good to have that backup plan. But we've also found success in partnering with 3PLs because they offer services that it's actually really helped us automate our business and expand our business. So the first thing that we need for a 3PL is to actually have our manufacturers ship bulk items, so cartons filled with the same units, into that warehouse, and whenever we want to send it to Amazon, we go ahead and send it to Amazon. This was definitely more vital when we had lower inventory limits. Right now, we haven't had a problem in terms of stock limits. However, we've noticed when we started implementing this that we were saving on storage. Depending on the 3PL that you choose, the one that we chose was much cheaper for us to keep a lot of our inventory there and actually ship it to Amazon whenever we want it. It's also helped us because we not only sell on Amazon, we sell on other sales channels, and sometimes we actually need a whole carton shipped to a specific place. So this really helps us save time and money. What some people do also is actually keep your cartons that you don't need right away with your supplier. And I mentioned that in the video, which by the way, I'll be sure to leave that in the description below if you do want to watch the video that I made about 2 years ago. And one of the suggestions, which is a good strategy, is to leave your cartons with your supplier. And most of them will not charge you any storage at all. So that's even better savings. However, we found that a lot of times, like with the rushness of everything, especially if you manage lots of products, when we do this, we always end up having to rush that shipment that they're keeping and ship it via air. And for us, we save a lot more money when once everything's ready, our big order is ready, we split our shipments. We ship some to the UK, we ship some to our 3PL, we ship some to Amazon. And for the 3PL, we almost always ship it via sea because we don't need it right away. And that is, as you know, a lot cheaper. And even though we've been experiencing some shipping delays, so far we haven't had any issues to where, it was way too long to where it didn't get to our 3PL in the United States, for example, in time for us to actually replenish that inventory into Amazon. So we're really happy with that. But we also partner with another 3PL, which is actually Deliver. And the reason we started partnering with Deliver was actually because we started selling on Walmart. And because Walmart has a partnership with Deliver where the fulfillment is a lot cheaper when you use them, then they started expanding into other sales channels, to offering fulfillment to other sales channels like Etsy, Shopify, and so on. And we started using them not only for Walmart, but also for Etsy, as I said, Shopify, and Amazon FBM, which I'll get to in a second. But one actually advantage that we found with this is that for a while we had been using Amazon multi-channel fulfillment to fulfill orders from Etsy or from Shopify, and that's good in terms of ranking. That counts as part of your sales velocity for Amazon, so that's good. However, when we use Deliver, we are now able to offer international shipment for our Etsy customers and our Shopify customers, which has really increased our sales, and we're very, very happy about that. And before, we couldn't do that with Amazon. And another good thing about Deliver is that you can estimate the cost of shipping before you even create an account with them. If you want to create an account with them, you can go to their website and type in any ASIN, any Amazon ASIN. Could be your own ASIN, and that would be probably the most accurate. But let's say you don't have your product out yet, you don't have an ASIN yet, you can get a competitor's ASIN and input it in their pricing calculator, and you're going to get estimates for how much it's going to cost shipping that product if it's sold through Walmart, if it's sold through Amazon or other sales channels for international sales. So that can really help you prepare, stay within the profit margin that you want if you want to partner with them. So the only thing that so far Deliver hasn't been able to really help us with is to actually send big cartons to Amazon. So far we have not been able to ship cartons, let's say with 100 units, them staying at Deliver and then storing them for us, and then them shipping it straight to Amazon. I don't know if they're going to be introducing that in the future. I hope they do. But for now, you would have to actually create a removal order from Deliver and ship it yourself to Amazon. And lastly, there's another 3PL that we're just now starting to partner with. So I cannot give you a full review because it's brand new for us, which is called Easy Returns. That's another 3PL that they do storage and other services, but the main services that we've actually been trying to find for a while from a good 3PL is actually Amazon Returns. Amazon Returns and removals. So a lot of times, as you know, when customers return something even via FBA or FBM, the product is not damaged. Even if they say it's damaged, even if Amazon deems it unfulfillable, a lot of times the product is brand new. And if you're not living in that same country where you're selling, you end up losing that product. Your best choice is pretty much to either liquidate or dispose of that unit. However, there is another option. As you know, you can remove that from Amazon and to an address in that same country. But as I mentioned, if you're not living in that country, what was your option? Now, if you partner with a 3PL such as Easy Returns, they can actually get that removal order for you. They can inspect it, they can repackage and reship it to Amazon if there's no issues with the product, of course. So that's why I would highly recommend for you to give it another chance to 3PLs if you haven't yet, or if you already have, maybe look into other services that some 3PL may offer that can really help your business, automate your business, expand it, and so on. Now, strategy number 2, I already hinted a little bit in the previous strategy, which is to actually have fulfilled by merchant listings. And I'm talking about the same products that you sell on Amazon via FBA. You can create fulfilled by merchant listings for that exact same product. So you just have to use the same ASIN. When you add a product, use the same ASIN. However, use a different SKU when you create the new listing, and that listing is going to share everything, is going to share the same images, the same reviews. But having that listing as fulfilled by merchant gives you a backup plan if you ever, for example, run out of stock for your FBA listing. And this can also really save you time and money when managing your PPC campaigns. Let's say you create a campaign and your ad group has a specific ASIN. You can add both SKUs and just let's say you run out of stock for the FBA, just turn that one off and turn the FBM on, and you won't have to turn off completely your PPC campaigns. You won't be losing sales rank, at least not for the fact of running out of stock. And what do? We use Deliver to fulfill those orders. So you can integrate Deliver with your Amazon account, and they are going to automatically fulfill those orders for you. So you don't even need to have that stock with you or anything like that. And other 3PLs offer this as well, but because we're using Deliver for Walmart and Etsy and Shopify, we're using it for Amazon as well, which helped us not have, too much inventory at a 3PL just sitting there and not actually moving. But one last thing that I wanted to mention about this strategy is that, at least in our experience, FBM does not replace FBA. This is just a backup plan. The sales volume is not the same for FBA, or I should actually say it doesn't replace Prime, because there is that Prime trust that customers have with Amazon. There's that security that they know they're going to be able to return it without an issue. They know they're going to have fast shipment. So I just wanted to make this very clear that, at least for us, so far, we've been using it as a backup plan, and it has been very successful for unpredictable situations such as stocking out. But I would not replace, I would never not sell FBA or sell it as a Prime listing and sell only as FBM. And now we get to strategy number 3, which is a software that I've mentioned before here in the channel, but I hadn't been using it for that long. But now we've been using it for a while, and we're very, very happy with it, which is called SoStocked. And this is specifically to help you manage your inventory on a day-to-day basis or on a monthly basis. It has so many features. We haven't even actually used all of the features yet, but one of my very favorite features is their forecast tool. And the way that it works is that they are going to look at your past sales, and they're going to try to predict, how many units you should order, or for how much longer you're going to have stock for before you completely run out of stock. And one thing that I like about their algorithm when they're predicting that is that a lot of other softwares do this type of forecasting, but 2 things that you can do specifically with SoStocked. One is that you can manually change some of the numbers that are being accounted for when they do that calculation, because sometimes you have some information that the software doesn't. For example, that a movie is gonna be coming out, I don't know, like Star Wars or something, and your product has something to do with Star Wars. So you can actually predict that there's going to be higher sales. At least you're pretty confident that it will. So you can input manually numbers that will actually influence the output. And another thing is that on their algorithm, they also look at the previous year. A lot of softwares will look, at the past month, 2 months, or 3 months of sales to give you a forecast, but you never know. Sometimes it's all about season. Sometimes you stock out for 2 of the past 3 months and it's showing it as 0 sales, but that was a one-time thing, and that should not be included into the calculation. So you can disable, for example, the 2 months that you ran out of stock. You can enable whatever you want, and they also automatically look at the previous year during that same period. And the software has lots of other tools, and if you want me to do a full tutorial, I'll be happy to do it. Just let me know in the comments below. And yeah, those are the 3 strategies that we have been implementing for about a year at least now, and we've seen great success. It's really reduced stress. It helped us save time, money. It helped us not over order or under order. That's a little bit tough to say. And I wanted to make sure to share it with you guys. And if you do like the video, do not forget to leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. And if you have any questions at all, if you have any suggestions, if you do want me to go deep into any of these topics specifically, then be sure to leave that in the comments below. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in future videos.